What's up, world? Welcome back to Charge the Game podcast. I'll be your host here, Chuck, and today's episode is going to be super action-packed. I got a lot of stuff that I got to unfold on the latest. Skip Bayless. That's right. Skip Count Dracula Bayless has struck back, hit ESPN in the face with a heavy blow. I'm talking about a haymaker with this move. But before we get into this video, if you're stopping by to watch the video, I want you to do two things for me. Hit that like button and also hit that subscribe button, because you know I got more content coming along the way and I want you guys to be able to watch all my videos. I'm also growing this channel and I'm trying to get my subscribers up as fast as possible. So please hit that subscribe button. If you really enjoy the content, give it a thumbs up. Makes my day. All right, so let's get into this, man. Skip Bayless and Richard Sherman and the one and only Rachel Nichols. I'm going to go through and dissect the history between Rachel Nichols from being laid off to her new job with Skip Bayless now. And I'm also going to go through and break down Richard Sherman and the beef that him and Skip Bayless used to have. But before I get into that, I just want to say that we thought it was over with for Skip Bayless, right? But we didn't know he had this up his sleeve. We heard the rumors about Richard Sherman. We heard the rumors about Michael Irvin, but it looks like it's a done deal. Looks like Richard Sherman and Rachel Nichols will be joining Skip Bayless on August 28th, which is the day before my birthday. And looks like they are taking advantage of the debacle going on at ESPN, because ESPN is all over the place. I'm just gonna call it like it is. Me personally, I enjoy FS1 better because they have a better lineup, from First Things First to Colin Coward, Undisputed. I don't really watch the show Speak, but the culture just seems like, as a competitor, it just seems like it's way better at FS1. So we know that right now ESPN is cleaning house. And while they're cleaning house, Skip Bayless has taken full advantage. It's like this man was watching the stock market and knew exactly when the stock was going to drop in order to buy in. And man, did he buy in. And Skip Bayless is cashing out. And I believe that this show is going to do good. I mean, it may have a slow start, but I think with the new faces, it's going to be a burst of energy, because people can say what they want to say about Skip Bayless. But at the end of the day, this guy has some type of charisma that attracts us to his TV shows. And FS1 knows that, and that's exactly why this man remains a head honcho over there at FS1. So let's go to Rachel Nichols here, right? Says, and this is from al.com, where this article was published. Rachel Nichols to join Skip Bayless on FS1's Undisputed, per report. Right? Says Rachel Nichols will be a regular panelist on Skip Bayless Undisputed on FS1, according to a report by the Sports Business Journal. The report, citing sources, added executives are deciding on whether NFL stars Michael Irvin or Keyshawn Johnson should be asked to join a rotating panel of analysts. Now, in my opinion, I think that the show would really do numbers with Michael Irvin. I'm kind of wishy-washy with Keyshawn Johnson. It's just something about his commentating I really don't like. I think that he comes off as very arrogant and a know-it-all, and I think that he comes off as a guy who thinks he's where he's at because of his commentating, and that shit sucks. But anyway, I'll make another video about that. It says Nichols will join former NFL star Richard Sherman and rap star Lil Wayne as panelists on the show starting August 28th. Now, we all know, based off my last video I just made, that Lil Wayne and Skip Bayless are legit best friends. So you have to think about this marketing move, right? Skip Bayless he has to gain that following. So Lil Wayne, right? Then a lot of people love Rachel Nichols and a lot of people love Richard Sherman. So I would imagine that the first show is going to be a success and it's going to draw so many numbers to where people are going to pretty much be okay without Shannon Sharpe being on the show, right? But we all know that Rachel Nichols has a brief history of her past and why she got laid off for ESPN. For you guys who don't remember what happened, I have it pulled up right here on the screen, and this happened back in the finals back in 2021, I believe, where she made a kind of a racial slur. And me personally, I don't really think that she's racist. I think that she just got caught in a moment and was frustrated because she loves her job and she said something that she regretted, right? But let's break that down. And this is from dailymail.com, right? ESPN axes Rachel Nichols' show and kicks her off of the network after she was caught on hot mic saying colleague Maria Taylor only got an assignment because she's black. Damn, Rach. That's how it is, huh? It says Rachel Nichols, The Jump, and I really did love that show, right? That Jump show was canceled and she was removed from all NBA programming on ESPN following her comments against Maria Taylor. Nichols and ESPN came under fire when leaked footage revealed that she had suggested Taylor only got an assignment because she was black. The Jump was never built to last forever, but it sure was fun, right? And that's something that she tweeted. Let's go to the actual footage of what Rachel Nichols got caught saying, just to refresh y'all memory, all right?
They said to me, hey, instead of hosting the NBA Finals, like, why don't you do Doris' silent reporter job for the NBA Finals? Because guess what that would put her away for? For Maria to do the hosting. Yeah. So, I have declined. I don't know what their next move is, but they're feeling pressure because of all of that. And I'm trying to figure out like how to just, my thing is like, I wish Maria Taylor all the success in the world. She covers football, she covers basketball. Would you need her to give her more things to do because you're feeling pressure about your like crappy long-time record on diversity, which by the way I myself like know personally from the female side of it, like. Go for it. Just, find it somewhere else. Like, you're not going to find it with me.
And that was basically her insinuating that, hey, your situation, the diversity, situation, and basically saying that, without saying it, what she meant, how it was taken. I think that, she was in her feelings a little bit because someone was coming in to do her job and threaten her job, right? So saying that to say that when you are let go by ESPN, right, Rachel Nichols is going to be eager. I mean, foaming at the mouth to just be in position to be back on TV, back doing her thing. And it's going to be a new company, a competitor company. I'm quite sure she was, paid well or has a very nice contract, and she has to redeem herself. So she's going to bring high energy to this show. It's going to be fulfilling, and we all know that Rachel Nichols really isn't racist. I mean, we know Jimmy Butler was clapping them cheeks. We know a lot of brothers in the NBA even clap those cheeks. So I ain't gonna say that she racist by far, because one thing I know, she is definitely down with the brown. Now moving on to Richard Sherman, and this is an article from the New York Post. Richard Sherman joining Undisputed to debate Skip Bayless after prior feud, and we definitely gonna get to that feud and go down memory lane on exactly what happened. But one thing I will say about Richard Sherman, he's always been a pretty smart guy. I believe he went to Stanford. He prides himself on being a businessman. We all know that at some point in his career, he got rid of his agent and did all his negotiating on his own. And I think that this guy carries himself with a certain confidence, arrogance. He was a great DB, probably a Hall of Famer. He was with Russell Wilson when they won the first Super Bowl and went back to the Super Bowl and lost that one. He's a phenomenal defensive NFL player. But besides all of that, this guy knows how to talk. He's very, 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 very real, very blunt. And I like that. And I think that this is a situation like LeBron and Draymond Green where, yeah, Richard Sherman did eat Skip Bayless' ass alive. I'm relating that to LeBron and Draymond Green because Draymond Green called LeBron the B word during the finals, and now they're like the best of friends. But in some way, LeBron has Draymond's respect. You know what I'm saying? Because Draymond is a guy who didn't back down, and I think in this situation, I think that Richard Sherman is the same way. Richard Sherman has Skip Bayless' respect, and I believe Skip Bayless has learned his lesson when it came to Shannon Sharpe. And I'm quite sure the type of guy that Richard Sherman is, he's already let him know, like, hey, you're not finna punk me out like that on TV, because we already remember how Richard Sherman came for him on TV. In fact, let's play it.
Brush it off, but I don't think you're the best 22 anything in sports and in media and anything. I think you think more of yourself than you actually can, prove. But
okay. Do you think you're better than Darrell Revis is right now?
In my 24 years of life, I'm better at life than you. So
Okay. All right, that's fair.
Let's get down to
well,
that.
let's not get personal here. I just want to know,
It's not
do you think you're better than Jarrell Revis is right now?
I'm better than you. So I have nothing to say about him. I mean, that's pretty much done. My numbers speak for themselves.
Now you want to trash talk me, which is totally cool with me.
Actually, I'm on a campaign to do a lot of community service.
I know you are. It's your high school. We're going to talk about that in just a minute. What's your goal? Richard, what's your motive here?
To be the best NFL corner in.
Okay, but do you want to promote yourself into a bigger name, a household name, so that you can do more commercials and maybe have your own show? Is that your goal?
The first team All-Pro is my goal. I accomplished it. So now it's on to bigger and better things. Those are my goals. Those are always going to be my goals. Fine. That is perfectly fine because I understand that. I am intelligent enough, capable enough to understand that you are ignorant, pompous, egotistical, cretin. And that's really what it comes down to. And I'm going to crush you on here in front of everybody because I'm tired of hearing about it.
I think you're having a problem crushing me because you've avoided every question that we've asked you about why you're engaging in so much trash talk with Revis and Roddy and all the others.
I'm talking to you right now. This isn't about any of them. So let's talk here, right now. I mean, you're bringing up old stuff. We're not talking about that. I'm talking about right here, right now. On the screen, it says 12 picks, 4 forced fumbles in 2 NFL seasons. Let's talk about that.
Okay,
until
Richard,
otherwise spoken.
Richard, you're not letting the numbers speak for themselves. You're speaking for Richard Sherman. Again and again and again, you're taking away the focus of how good you were the last 2 years on the field because you're only becoming known for your trash talking.
Because you're not listening. You're not actually paying attention.
That's all I can do.
What you said
every day.
earlier today was apparent. It was obvious that you didn't watch the season. You didn't watch my tape. You said I'm not even in the same class, the same discussion. That's when you lose credibility. That's when you lose credibility.
No, I don't.
You couldn't argue valid points to prove that. You couldn't argue anything. You could just say it. That's an opinion, and that's why your opinion is discredited because there's no facts behind it. There are facts to everything I say. There are facts that support things I say. Explain to me your facts.
Woo! Man, oh man, you see Stephen A. Smith messy ass over there eating that shit up, man. But damn, he told and took Skip Bayless' ass, emasculated his ass on TV, son that boy. You know what I mean? And that's what I mean by in order for Skip Bayless to go out and recruit this guy is because he needs a strong personality like Richard Sherman. And not to mention, you got to look at the strings that's being pulled over there at FS1. And I want y'all to pay attention to this. Who on FS1 is close to Richard Sherman, right? Think about it. Richard Sherman has a podcast on The Volume. What studio is next to Undisputed? Colin Cowherd. So I wouldn't be surprised if Colin Cowherd pulled strings to get Richard Sherman in front of Skip Bayless, set up a call, and set his boy up because we all know that Colin Cowherd is a businessman, and if you do right by him, he does right by you. And that's exactly how you know that I watch FS1 way more than ESPN because I know the whole lineup and I literally listen to every show except Speak. I'm not really a good fan of that right now. But anyway, I think this is very good for business. So let's go on to see information about him joining Skip Bayless. Here it says Richard Sherman is joining FS1 to spar with Skip Bayless on Undisputed in the wake of Shannon Sharpe's departure from the program. Sherman will go at it with Bayless on around 50 to 100 shows per year, mostly during football season. He will remain on Amazon Prime's Video Thursday Night Football studio show. So Richard Sherman out here doing big things. He got The Volume podcast. He got Undisputed with Skip Bayless. And the man's on Amazon Prime's Video. It's very apparent that this guy is a strategic businessman and he carries himself with so much dignity, class, and respect to where like he'll always be able to put himself in position to be able to be afforded these type of opportunities as we just saw. So it looks like Skip Bayless has struck again. I do think that this show is going to do phenomenal. I think that it's going to crush ESPN. And you got to think about the big fish lineup. A lot of y'all forgetting they still got Tom Brady, right? $350 million contract. They still got Tom Brady over there. They got Tom Brady. They got Skip Bayless. They got Richard Sherman. They got Colin Cowherd. They got Rachel Nichols. They got Acho. They got Joy Taylor. They got LaShawn McCoy. I mean, they have a lineup that's super in depth compared to ESPN. ESPN just got a loudmouth Stephen A. Smith, and I think that what they really need to do is get rid of Stephen A. Smith because his face is just getting old and it's getting annoying. Yes, he's charismatic at times, but I just think that if ESPN wants to compete with FS1 at this point, that they really need to get rid of, the old and bring in the new. And I'm going to leave it at that. So you guys let me know how y'all feel about this, man. Y'all think Skip Bayless, got his groove back? Y'all think that this show is going to do amazing like I do? I think that it's going to really do good. I think Skip Bayless has learned his lesson. Like always, like, share, subscribe, comment in the comment section, and give me your feedback. It's very important that y'all give me y'all feedback because I really want to start engaging those who know sports and eventually be able to invite you all onto the podcast where we can speak one-on-one. So if you're interested in that, let me know. Let me know how you charge the game. Peace.